Finest Details back again, and today we are going to be going over soaps, shampoos, whatever you would like to call it. Basically the product that you put in the bucket of water to clean your car's paint. Seems like a really simple process. Seems like, why would I need to buy some $10 product designed for my car when you can use something like Dawn dish soap? Today we're going to kind of go over that and which option is best. As you can see right next to me, I have a couple right here. Now let's start off with why get one tailored for your car specifically. That is probably one of the easiest questions to answer. These are all designed to be safe on your paint. What does that mean? It means that this is a pH neutral product. It can be used in the sun and can dry and won't cause any severe damage or anything like that. It will dry and all the residue and everything will still wash off, which is really cool if you're in a sunny area, you don't have a garage, you don't have a bay to work in, you don't have even something as small as like a tree as shade. There are a lot of options, and some people don't have access to those, and they have to wash their car out in direct sunlight. That's not ideal, but you deal with what you have to keep your car clean. Another thing is all of these are paint safe and wax safe, which means they're not super abrasive, but they still do their job of removing dirt. So something like Dawn or just your standard dish soap or something like that, they're very aggressive. They're degreasers and things like that, which is a product in the automotive industry, just something you don't really want to use for your paint. So the degreasing agent and things like that will eat through any wax coating, protective layer, and things on your paint. It will leave it very bare, and we don't want bare. Bare paint is not ideal. It's not the best. So typically, you want to go for something that is not super aggressive on coatings and protectors, which most brands nowadays are all safe and they're all pH neutral and things like that. Meguiar's is, this brand Adams is, Chemical Guys is, Geon, all those big hitters and things like that. Of course, they're all safe. I would not be able to tell you if brands like Armor All and Turtle Wax are. Turtle Wax should be. They released a new line of Platinum series that are all more experienced, detailer oriented and things like that. So there's a good chance that those are Armor All. I really don't know. I don't recommend their products overall, but if that's all you have, then that's all you have. And if the end goal is to keep your car clean and it's all you can get your hands on, then I guess it's better than nothing. So that's why you wouldn't want it. That's why you want to buy a specific car detailing product, because it was really made for a purpose. Now, when it comes to choosing what kind, we have several options right here. Now, again, these are all Adams brand. That is my preferred brand, so that's the examples I'm going to be using, but these examples do go across to most different brands. A lot of people have the same kind of product. You just have to choose what you like. And when we talked about in the wax video is experimenting and finding out finding out the type of product that you like. So right here we have your bog standard car shampoo. This stuff is really simple. It is really designed for a medium amount of suds, keep your car clean, wash away the dirt, things like that. So this stuff is great. Doesn't add any protectant or nothing like that. Is just for standard wash. If you were going to be looking into correcting and paint correcting your car, or polishing and buffing and things like that, this is something you'd want to use because this isn't going to add anything to your vehicle, and this is really good just as is. This one's a little different. This obviously says wash and wax. This is basically this with an added layer of protection built in for when you wash a vehicle. It supposedly adds a little bit of almost a wax-like finish to your vehicle. Brand like this recommends that if you were to wash your vehicle 4 times a month, use this 3 out of the 4 times and use this one of them. Keep your vehicle waxed, and this will help keep some of the hydrophobic properties in your paint. So pretty simple as well. So we'll move these around. This is called Ultra Foam Shampoo. This is something that would be tied in together with one of these guys. This is a foam gun, so you fill this guy with water, and then you put several ounces of this, and it does what it says. It creates foam. Foam cannons, foam guns, foam lances have become very popular in the last few years. People really like to use them. Are they necessary? Not in the slightest. Are they kind of cool? Yeah. They're what caused those cars that are just covered in white foam to be covered in white foam and soap. A lot of people in professional levels of detailing like to use this as almost like a pre-soak. So you rinse your vehicle off and then cover it in a foam. Let that dwell, let that rinse off, or let that drip off and rinse away any dirt it can, re-rinse, and then after that you would go after it with something like your standard shampoo. Not many will use this as your standalone in the bucket shampoo. You'd use this. This stuff is a bit more, it really is designed for foam, things like that. And then lastly, we have this, which is a decently new product for this brand, but people have been making things like this for a while. This is a, let's see if you can see that. It says wash and coat. So this is a ceramic based soap. It has SiO2 in it, which is silica and the thing that makes up ceramic coatings. This is designed for a coated vehicle. Can you use it on any other vehicle? Pretty much like any other product that's used to keep a coating good. Yes, you can, but it works best when paired with something that is ceramic coated. It will keep that coating and keep the kind of silica bond on the paint like all nice and happy, and keep it longer, or keep it on the car for longer and things like that. Keep it in a better like top peak condition versus it slowly wearing away. This will help it not wear away as fast. This stuff I would recommend really for only coated vehicles. You can use it for whatever you want, but I wouldn't really see the point as to why you would go after a specific product like this over something like these two. If your car isn't coated and you just want to wash your car and things, I'd recommend this one. If you want to keep some protection, or you like waxing your vehicle and you want to have it better in your head that, you know, you're not washing away anything, I'd recommend this one. Every brand has 100 different types of soap, but again, all these are safe for the vehicle and things like that. They won't strip away your wax. They won't remove coatings and things like that. They're not super aggressive, and they do their job. And their job is, I feel like not a lot of people actually talk about this point. So soap doesn't actually get rid of dirt. It doesn't remove dirt. It doesn't destroy dirt. That's also not what washing your dishes do. Putting soap on something doesn't get rid of the salmonella and stuff like that. All soap does, it's a lubricant. It wraps itself around the particulates and that you're trying to get rid of, and it removes them in a safe fashion. It is super slippery. It's designed to wrap around dirt and things like that, help it slide off so that it doesn't scratch your paint. Technically, if you hated everything, if you hated planet Earth and you just wanted to watch the world burn, you could wash your car with just water. You could have a bucket with the sponge in it with just water, and technically you could wash it like that. Look great, look awful, but you could. This helps remove dirt and helps it slide off. That's all it really does in base form. And it does its job well. And that's why you want to use it. You want to make sure all dirt, dust, mud, everything like that slips off the paint in a very nice fashion. And also, when using one of these two are not very, or this one in particular, is not very sudsy. A big kind of misconception in the detailing industry is that for a soap to be decent or anything like that, it has to produce a lot of foam, and that's not true. What you're looking for is when it's applied to the car through wash mitt, through two-bucket method and everything, you want to make sure that it's slick, it's slippery, it's making sure that it's doing its job of removing the dirt safely. The foam is basically just a way to tell you that there is soap there. Just because there's no suds does not mean there isn't any soap there. If you know you put soap in your bucket and you know you loaded your wash mitt, then there is soap there. If you don't have foam, that's fine. If you want foam, use this. If it doesn't occur, then it's fine as long as you know you did it. So, of course, every soap has its place. Every soap does what it's supposed to do. This one is probably the least popular. People would rather just continue to re-up their coatings and reapply their waxes and paint sealants and things like that. So, unless you really wanted to try it out, you don't need this one. If you don't have a pressure washer or a foam gun, and by pressure washer I of course mean one with a foam reservoir or soap reservoir built in. If you don't have a lance or gun attachment, you don't need this one either. You don't need this. If your vehicle's not coated, you don't need this one either. I mean, I really do recommend this for coated vehicles. You can use this for a coated vehicle, it's fine, but if it is coated, I recommend this over anything else. But if ceramic coating is a big task and you're kind of worried about getting into it, but you still want some of the effects, then getting a ceramic boost, getting a ceramic wax, and getting ceramic soap will kind of pseudo give you the coating, just without the longevity and the true effects and things like that. At the end of the day, all you need is a good car shampoo, car soap, just a solid product, and that will get you by pretty much whatever you need. So that's all we have for today. Hopefully this helped some people learn a little bit about all the different soaps and things. No reason to go into a store and be overwhelmed. You don't need things like this. All you need is a couple of buckets and this. Just car soap from a brand that is trusted, and you're good. And I think that'll do it for today. I will see you in the next video.